Yo, these playoffs have been crazy though. Even
Yeah,
peeping?
they have. As much as I hate to admit it, it has.
It has, man. Like, bro, these playoffs have been great. So, welcome back, Salty Ones podcast. We're finally back after a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Um, it's been a while. Yeah, we were both we're both in college, so we were finishing up our semesters. We had final exams and things of that nature. So now that we're done with that, we're gonna start pumping out videos, podcast episodes, more on a frequent
Absolutely.
basis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into it, man. NBA playoffs. For the next couple of podcast episodes, we're just gonna be talking about the playoffs, man, because that's what's
Yeah.
going on right now. The first
That's
two
the
rounds
thing.
are basically over. The Warriors lost to the Lakers last night. The Knicks got eliminated as well. The Heat move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Tomorrow is the last game of the second round between the Celtics and the Sixers. So just to start off, man, before we go into those rounds, let's talk about the first round real quick. I do want to say, the Bucks are frauds.
Bucks are frauds.
The
The Bucks
Bucks
are
are
frauds.
frauds. Give me your thoughts about that, man.
I mean, I'll cut them some slack because of the fact that Giannis was hurt, but it's like even then, you were still like the one seed for the reason. I
Exactly.
I feel like it has to factor in some way.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, bro, it's like I think in both of our predictions, we had the Bucks coming out of the
We
East,
had the
right?
I think I had the Bucks in like five. I didn't think that I had like no
Yeah,
uh
I said the Bucks would win in 5 against the Heat as well.
yeah, like no part of me thought like, oh yeah, I think the Heat will win again. Like no.
Yeah.
Especially because it's like the eighth seed. I'm like I just had no intentions of thinking like, oh yeah, like the Heat got this.
Yeah, bro. The Heat were the 8th seed. They struggled in the play-in. They lost to the Hawks the first round of the play-in,
Yeah,
and they
that's
barely snuck
that
in.
was scary. That was crazy.
And that's
I,
the
I was
that's
like,
that's the most insane part. But it's like, bro, that's where I gotta give credit
that's
to
playoff
where
that's
credit's due.
playoff basketball for you.
Yeah, and Coach Eric Spoelstra, the coach of the Miami
He's a,
Heat,
I
he's
mean, to
probably
be
one of
fair,
the
like
greatest coaches ever.
he
To be
probably
honest
is.
with you,
Yeah,
bro, his experience, his knowledge to take essentially G League level players to this type of level is insane. Bro, the most of the Miami Heat, I think 9 of the players on that team are undrafted players.
yeah. Duncan Robinson is one of them.
Yeah, Caleb Martin,
Caleb
Max
Martin.
Strus, Gabe Vincent,
Who's-
players like that.
Yeah,
These undrafted G League level players. Like I'm convinced if Flight was on the Miami Heat, he'd be a
he
good
would. He
player
would. Yeah,
under Coach Spo. That's how good of a
I know.
coach he is, and it's just like
Definitely.
seeing the adjustments that Spo was making for the Heat in order for them to win these games. Was crazy, and
Yeah.
Giannis after Game 5, he had that question from the reporter asking him that is the season a failure, and we saw that response. He said, he went back at the reporter telling him, did you didn't get a promotion? Does that mean your career is a failure as well? Which of course
Exactly.
isn't the case, but it's just like
Oh,
I understand where he's coming from with that type of
yeah. I want to
mentality.
hear like your perspective on it. Like, do you think like it was right for him to say that?
I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Like, it's a
Oh,
good
no, yeah, yeah,
mentality to have, but
yeah.
I just feel
Definitely.
like, okay, Giannis Antetokounmpo, in my opinion, is the best player in the world, the best player in the league. And if you don't think so, he's at least top 5. I think at
He
the
no,
bare minimum, top 3 best players in the
he's top
league,
three. I think he's top
right?
three.
And the
Yeah.
Bucks, the Bucks are one of the best teams in the league. They have the best
Yeah.
record coming out of the East. I think they had the best record in the NBA. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so
I believe they did. Yeah.
yeah, so with that expectation, you're playing the 8th seed, and I don't care who's on that 8th seed. You should be able to take them out in 5 games at least. And, I'll give the Bucks some slack. I'll give Giannis
Right.
some slack considering he was injured for a couple of games, and the coach as well. Apparently, Mike
Right.
Budenholzer was having some like off court issues. I'm not gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
So I can give some benefit of the doubt, but I just feel like with other players like Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, they have championship experience, man. You should not be.
No,
You should be
they
hitting your
do.
shots. You should be taking out this team pretty damn easily,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Of course, Jimmy Butler's Jimmy Butler, but
Jimmy Butler's Jimmy Butler. Yeah. Like.
you should still take them out quickly, right?
Well, so I mean, like my perspective on what he said, it's like I can like I totally get I don't think he obviously shouldn't have acted like an asshole about it basically and like almost coming off like with a tone where it's like, "Oh, why you say that?" Like,
Yeah, but he was pissed.
no,
He got
like I would
eliminated.
be too, because it's especially considering the fact that you got upset too. Like, you had like high expectations and you just didn't reach them. Like, I can get where he's coming from, but to call it a failure, like, it's kind of the thing is with saying it's a failure. It all depends on like what like the goals that the team sets for themselves. Really,
Exactly. Exactly. I think our expectations of the Bucks this year heading into the playoffs was that they were going to
but
the
they,
finals
yeah,
or at least the
I
Eastern
think so.
Conference Finals.
Oh yeah,
Like that was our expectation. And when you have,
yeah,
Giannis, one of the best players in the world, if not the best, fail, of course it's not his fault because of injury, but like
yeah,
we saw what happened in game 5. He
yeah.
went 10 of 23 at the free throw line. Did you see what happened at the end of the game when they did the jump ball? When
Yeah, I did.
Giannis got the ball,
Yeah,
he immediately threw it out of bounds. I know it
yeah.
was saved by like Chris Middleton, but he was scared of the moment.
Yeah, you still say okay, like if even like though they got the ball back, you still like you shaved like what 2 3 seconds of the shot clock.
Mhm. Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
those like 2 seconds could have like cost you a bucket.
Exactly. And it's like Giannis, I know he played well during that series, but
No,
he
yeah,
kind of choked. I'm not going to lie. Game
he did
5
choke.
of
No, he did
that
choke.
series,
I'll admit
shooting
he
t-
did choke.
shooting 10 of 23 at the free throw line is disgraceful. Come on,
Yeah,
man. And the reason why I'm kind of holding him to this standard is that we've seen Giannis hit his free throws before. In
yeah,
the 2021 finals when they played the Suns, that game
yeah.
6 game where they won the finals. Bro,
He
Giannis
was
went
hitting them.
18 of 18 from the free throw line.
He was hitting them.
He
Like
was hitting them. So it's like, it's not that Giannis isn't clutch. It's not that Giannis isn't capable of hitting those free throws. He was just scared of the moment. And
yeah.
that's what happened. So it's like, damn, that kind of ruined my bracket. I'm not gonna lie. It ruined both
I
of
mean,
our
to be fair, though,
brackets.
I mean, to be fair though, it's like okay, like in fairness, to be honest, like 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 I think like the pressure was more on him, like especially because his team was down 3-1, like and because of that, like I guess like he cracked under it maybe.
Yeah, he cracked under pressure. That's what
Yeah,
happened. But he'll be back next year for
I'll definitely
sure.
be back.
Oh my god, like
It's got
Giannis,
like
I don't see
honestly
Giannis
like
going. I don't see Giannis going anywhere else. I think he's staying in Milwaukee.
oh no, he's definitely staying in Milwaukee. He definitely likes like being in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they're gonna come back stronger. Giannis might even put up like I think he tweeted out one time. He tweeted out a couple of days ago saying that he's gonna come back even stronger. So
Oh no, yeah,
that's
he
gonna be
did.
exciting to watch.
But like one of the like biggest things also is that like the coach obviously because Budenholzer's out.
Yeah, they fired the coach, so they're gonna need a replacement. Um,
I don't necessarily think it's gonna affect him that much because it's like
it
we all
won't.
know because it's like because Budenholzer like did he did unlock Giannis, like to be fair, let's be honest, like
Yeah, hate him.
because before then like he was like an all-star caliber player, he wasn't like he wasn't superstar level,
Yeah,
you know? But then like Budenholzer comes along and he does this, so
exactly, exactly.
I wouldn't necessarily like say that like he's gonna take a step back because it's like it's already been he's already like a top 10 player or
Yeah,
top
you're saying a
or
lot of knows.
I
I
know
just noticed that. Yeah,
I know I am, yeah.
yeah, yeah. But
um
moving on, outside of that series, another series I want to talk about is my Knicks. The Knicks and Cavs they played. Knicks beat them in 5 games. Right, they
that
destroyed Evan
that
Mobley and
one
Jarrett
that
Allen.
one that one 9/11 tweet was still like really out of pocket.
Yeah, them 9/11 jokes was insane. I'm not gonna
I
lie,
was
Cavs fans were so obnoxious. Oh my god. Yeah,
okay, but the fact that Knicks did clap back and said, "Hey, at least we had towers that got destroyed,"
that
I'm like,
shit was
all right,
crazy too.
all right, bro, okay, bro,
Yeah,
you just roasted yourself.
yeah. At least we had towers was insane. That's fucking crazy. But
I'm like,
yeah,
okay, you're self-roasted.
Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen got destroyed by Mitchell Robinson. They got bitched. Donovan Mitchell got outplayed by Jalen Brunson. It was a shit show. I feel like the Cavs they were the 4th seed this year and they have a lot of good weapons. It's just they don't have the playoff experience.
They don't have the only person that really has is Donovan
Donovan
Mitchell,
Mitchell, but
and
even
even
then,
and
he
yeah,
hasn't
and
gone
even
that far.
right,
You know?
like
Yeah,
he didn't he choke like the 3-1 lead against the Nuggets that one year, like
maybe.
before
I
that.
think so. Yeah, some
Yeah,
some shit like that. Yeah.
yeah.
But with that
And
being said, when it comes to playoff experience, we saw with the Warriors and Kings, right? The Kings, in my opinion, were just a better team. They have
the
better
Kings were the
weapons,
better team,
but
yeah,
you saw experience was vital,
right.
right?
Because
That game,
they know because it's like the Warriors. It's like they know that they have to go into the the opposing team's court and make like potentially steal games from them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they know that, especially that's the mentality you need to have, especially as like a low seed, like a 6 seed.
Yep. Yeah. That's the truth about it. I mean, look, the Kings, they have a good core with De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, but
Demonte Sabonis did kind of choke. Let's be honest.
nah, he did. He did. He was an all-star. He's a good big man. He just did not like everybody on the Kings. They don't have experience. They don't know what it takes to win games in the playoffs. They had a good run. They had a great season. Light the beam, you know what I'm saying? But
Dude, the light the beam was still like the greatest thing ever.
that's that's the
I
best
love
part about
that.
the Kings season. That light the beam
That was
shit
like
is
the
cool,
one
man.
thing. Like I never understood it, but I was just like, I love this.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But Curry dropped 50 game 7.
Free drop, yeah.
That shit was insane. Looking at other series, Clippers and Suns, in my opinion,
I thought the series would be a lot closer in my opinion. I
same.
thought it was
I I just feel like if Kawhi never got injured and if PG played, the Clippers might have taken that series. Because we
honestly,
saw with the Suns, they have no depth.
yeah.
They have no bench. It's
Yeah,
just
the Clippers'
KD
depth
and
is
Booker.
Crazy.
And we saw in the following series with them against the Nuggets. We'll go into that soon.
Yeah.
They got exposed. You know, you can't rely on two players. You need your other players to step up, right? Let's see. The Nuggets, they took care of the Wolves pretty easily. On the other side of things, the Celtics, they took care of the Hawks. Let's go into the second round. I know that's what we want to talk about the most. Let's start with my Knicks first. We'll go into the Sixers and everything else first later. But, my Knicks team, man, Julius Randle, oh, man. I want to curse you out. I want to call you a bum because bro does not show up in the playoffs. Julius Folius, dubious handles. Oh, my God, bro. Shout out Jalen Brunson, though. That's a baller. That's a killer.
Okay. Like, all right, I'm kind of sold on him now.
You sold on him? Yeah.
I'm sold on him.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't think that he was like worthy of that contract. I think he is now.
He is now. You know what's crazy? That contract's a descending contract. So like this year he's getting paid $25 million, and over the next couple of years the contract's gonna go down. So next year he's making 24. The year after that's 23. It's going down. So that's the craziest part. Julius Randle. Jalen Brunson probably has the best contract in the NBA right now. He has a really good contract.
I originally just didn't think like it was worth it because for one, it's like like going into the season he was like
He was already a good playoff performer.
He was good. He was good, but like he wasn't
Solidified.
all-star,
Yeah.
like, solidified.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that that you can like pay a
A big contract, right?
big contract like that. Like,
Exactly.
I just was not sold on it like then.
Yeah. And you know what? Me too as well. I was kind of just like, I kind of questioned it, right? I knew Brunson was nice. He was already kind of good, but over the years, over this past season, with the assets and weapons that he was given, we saw in this series against the Heat when everybody was kind of playing like shit. Julius Randle playing like dog shit. RJ Barrett didn't show up a couple of games. Brunson took it in his own hands. He almost dropped 40 last night against the Heat, and I know he kind of choked in that last possession. But it sucks that the season ended that way. But I can't get mad at Brunson. He put his heart out on the court. Shout out him.
He did.
Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen with Julius Randle.
He's probably gone. There's no way that you keep him.
No, we can keep him, but it's just like we need another star that's consistent. Okay. Because here's the thing, Julius Randle's a good player. He put up 25 and 10 during the regular season. He just can't play in the playoffs. That's the truth about it, man.
It's exposed way too hard.
Mm-hmm. And I just feel like with Julius Randle, I gotta be real here, his body language is not good. He's a player where if he's playing well, he'll show it. Like he'll do some cool crossover step back three. Right. He'll smile, but when he's playing bad, the body language, you can tell. Right, he's sluggish on defense. He's lazy on offense. Puts up terrible shots. He got exposed in this series, man. And it's a lot. It's not as bad compared to the Atlanta series 2 years ago when they played the Hawks back in 2021, where Julius Randle was the main guy. Randle was the main guy on the Knicks. This is Brunson's team now. It's
It
pretty
is.
clear, and I don't know what the Knicks are gonna do with Randall. I don't want to trade him. I want to keep him and develop the other
Uh,
guys because I feel like
well,
R.J.
how?
Barrett can develop. R.J. Barrett had a good series. He just didn't show up in Game 6 last night. Um, so
I mean, he like Julius Randle's. He's 28. He's 29 like next season. Is it? I think as of right now, like, if I were the Knicks, trade him for like whatever you can now.
that's true, but I just feel like teams don't want Randall. That's gonna be the hardest part when trading someone like that because
I don't
now.
know. Some teams would want him
Yeah,
because
I know some teams would, but I just feel like when it comes to trading him for another star player, I feel like you're gonna have to give up a lot more than
you're
just
gonna have to give
Randall.
up a lot more. You're definitely not gonna be able to just get Julius like to do like a one-on-one deal because Randall's
Exactly.
obviously not up to the standards of someone like not LeBron like a Steph Curry like kind of player.
Yeah, like a Giannis or something, right?
Yeah,
Not a
exactly.
superstar, right?
Right.
He's an all-star
But not
caliber
super star.
player, but it's just this is the second time where he hasn't shown up. And even in the Cavs series, that was Brunson, man. Brunson carried
But
us through that
but
series. Randall did not show up. If we didn't have Brunson and if we never signed him, Randall would have gotten exposed. He would have.
honestly, like, do you think that if you did not sign Brunson, do you think that like you just would not have made it out of the first round?
We wouldn't have. We would have lost in probably 7 games because the Cavs they didn't show up either, right? We saw the experience,
Right.
but
Yeah.
th- we would have lost. Randall would have put up. I think he. There's some. I think I saw some stats. He averaged 16 points per game in the playoffs. That's
That's
terrible
that's not bad, but it's like
compared to
you
his
know,
regular season stats. He was
yeah.
averaging 25 and 10
If you're
on
you
good
know
efficiency as well. He shot
if
terrible this playoffs.
right if you're a bench player and you're averaging 16, then yes, like that is good. But if you're an all-star player
You're our best
who
player, man. Like, come
yeah
on. You got to step up. You
right,
can't go out
exactly
like that. That's
you can't be doing
disgusting.
stuff like that.
Exactly. Okay, so moving on. I would say overall for the Knicks, this is a good season though. As a Knicks fan, it's just frustrating losing to an 8 seed like that because it's like, bro, when I saw us going against the Heat, I thought, okay, we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. We've beaten the Heat 3 times this season, 3 games to 1. We know how to beat them, but it's like,
Right.
bro, our bench players, Emmanuel quickly, the contender, runner up to Sixth Man of the Year, he sprained his ankle and he was playing bad too. It sucks
Yeah.
that he wasn't playing well. Our bench just wasn't up to par. The Knicks have a good squad. We have a deep roster, but
You guys do.
we didn't show up at all. Outside of Brunson and some games from Barrett, nobody really stepped up, and that's why we lost. It's just so frustrating because I really thought it was us. I thought it was really the year. When I saw the Bucks go down to the Heat, I thought, okay, the
Well,
Knicks could
they
really
do.
make a good run to the actual NBA Finals. I feel like if we went against the Celtics or maybe even the Sixers, we could have maybe squeezed them out in 7 games and headed to the finals. I'm not even joking when I say that, but it's just for us to even win those type of games because we've beaten the Sixers, we've beaten the Celtics in games before.
Yeah, but the thing is
Our
though is
bench,
that
our bench has shown up, right? Emmanuel quickly has showed up. R.J. Barrett has showed up. Even Julius Randle, right? And it's just frustrating seeing something like that. But overall,
yeah.
we had a good season. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do in the off season. But moving on, let's talk about your Sixers, man. Go ahead.
God, okay, okay. All right, I swear. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, I've been waiting for this. I hate this team.
Why?
Okay, all right. Okay, look. So, you know, I'm fine with the fact that like we still have a chance, but the fact that you had a chance, like you also had an opportunity to close it out on your home court with all your fans watching you. Okay, you had a chance to embarrass the Celtics, and
Exactly.
what you do, you shit the fucking bed.
What I noticed in that game was that Embiid did not get the ball in the last 4 minutes of the fourth
And
quarter.
B should be take and B
That's
should have taken
crazy.
should have taken more shots. I don't get why he wasn't. Okay, Harden. Okay, get the fuck out. Okay, if we lose this series, I want you gone. Go back to Houston for all I care.
Damn. Go back to the strip club.
God, have fun playing in China.
Ni hao. Nah, that's crazy, bro. It's just
Like
like.
I am
Go
beyond
ahead.
furious. I was so pissed at the end of this game. I was like, what just happened? What just
Yeah.
happened?
Mm-hmm. You guys should have closed that game out. That was your
We should.
chance right
We really
there.
should have. No, we really should have. Okay, like I'm.
Tatum was playing like ass.
He
Everybody
was
wasn't
like
playing
he
well.
was playing like ass. Like Jalen Brown was playing. He was playing okay. Marcus Smart. He was being a dickhead as always.
As always, man. I hate Marcus
Exactly.
Smart.
Fucking flop merchant over here.
Yeah, and
I,
the
I
thing is though, the Celtics are so inconsistent, and I just feel like the Sixers, they had their number, right? They were up 3-2. They blew away the Celtics when they were at home for Game 5.
that,
I
but
thought you guys had the momentum, right? And it was
I
like
thought
there
we
was
did
a moment
too.
where you guys were
We
up
did too.
5, right? And then
Yeah, and I thought, and that moment when we were up 5, I was like, okay, we're back. We're gonna win this shit.
yeah, you guys
I
are in
was confident,
advance.
and all of a sudden, like Jason Tatum just starts chucking shit up. I'm like, how is he hitting
Yeah,
this?
he turned into Kobe. I'm not gonna lie. That fourth quarter for Jason Tatum was insane.
I hated it.
16 points in the fourth quarter. Oh my god.
Why?
And it's just
Why?
like looking at the offense for the Sixers. I did rewatch some of the highlights.
Swear to God, Harden. I swear to God.
Yeah, Harden became a bit of a ball hog
If
toward
we
the
get this,
end.
if we get this Harden Game 7,
Yeah,
I'm
you
done.
guys are screwed. And
I'm
that's the problem with Harden, man. Like I love James Harden, but the thing is with him, he tends to play a little bit of hero ball too much. And I feel like when you have the MVP, you give him the ball and you get out the way.
Hey,
You let him
thank,
cook, right?
thank you. Yes, like I don't get why Joel only took like 19 shots.
Exactly. He should be
He
putting up
should
30 shots every night. I'm
30
sorry.
plus shots. Thank you.
Yeah. He's
Thank
your
you. I'm
MVP. You know?
agreeing with you. Okay, I'm not even like trying to, like be like a different side. I agree. Okay. Even though like I said I hate this team and you're saying like you should be supporting them. No, I fucking hate this team because I know that they're gonna fucking like shatter every single like inch of hope I have.
You gotta be a little bit optimistic though. Come on. Like
Bro, I've been optimistic for these past like 9 years
okay.
since the process era started.
The
Okay, and
process.
every single time, like every year since then, even when like the first year we made it back to the playoffs, we're like, okay, now we can make it to the playoffs, championship time. Guess what? Fucking 5 years later, no championships.
You guys can still win though. Like I wouldn't give up just yet. In my opinion, this is the best year for Philly to
It
win a
is. It
championship.
really is.
This is the
It
best
really is.
year to go to the finals, win a championship.
It
You
is.
know, so you guys
No
have the
Warriors
8 seed.
aren't there?
You have the 8 seed Heat waiting for you,
Exactly.
right? It's just like you guys have to finish out. And the reason why I'm kind of rooting for the Sixers to win is because I do not believe in Boston at all.
I hate Boston. I just hate Boston in general.
Boston
like,
have
I
a
think
the
most of
Celt
us do.
like the Celtics have a good team, right? They have
No,
a
they do.
well built squad. Just the problem with Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, I'm gonna say it right now, he is the most inconsistent superstar I have
He
ever
is very
seen.
No, he is very inconsistent. I'll give you that.
Like he's a great player, he's a great scorer. It's just
Yeah.
like he's a weird player. It's just like there's some games where he'll start out hot 7-7 and start hitting these crazy shots, but as we saw from last game, bro went out what 1 of 14
yeah.
for the first 3 quarters, and then he started heating up in the first.
Yeah.
Then he started heating up in the last quarter. But with that being said, it's like Tatum is so inconsistent. He got exposed in the finals last year, right? He had some good games, even throughout the entire playoffs. It'd be like we had the jokes for Anthony Davis, day-to-day Davis, alternative days where one game is good, one game is bad. That's with Jason Tatum, bro. Like I think was it Game 4 when the Celtics blew out the Sixers? Tatum had
Yeah.
7 points. Right, like you
Right.
can get away with it if you win, but bro, like they're gonna need you if you're
Yeah,
gonna
but
try to
yeah,
close
and
out.
and then it starts like it only really affects you when they lose. That's the biggest problem.
Exactly, and it's like you can't rely on Marcus Smart to carry you to wins. Like you can for a couple of games, but in order to win a championship, Jason Tatum's gonna have to step up, right? And that's my biggest question, and I feel like that's gonna be the biggest thing for the Celtics to win. Right.
Yeah.
The reason why the Celtics won that game won Game 6, is because Jason Tatum stepped up. He scored those
did.
16 points.
He did.
You know,
I
you
hate to admit it because like I'm a Sixers fan, but he did step up. You gotta give him credit for it.
exactly right. And for them to close out in Game 7, he's gonna have to step up again, and that goes for Embiid as well. Right. Embiid's gonna have to get the ball. Harden's gonna have to stop playing hero ball as well, but Harden's gonna have to step up as well. He 13 points in Game 6.
13 points and he hit 0 threes.
Yeah. So
If
he's been.
even if he hits like half of those, I
They
think
would-
we win that. We win the game.
Exactly. And I feel like, in my opinion, whoever wins this series is going to the finals. I know the Heat, right? They're on some crazy magical run. But I just feel like both the Celtics and Sixers have just a better squad overall. And unlike with the Knicks, they're going to show up, right? But I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Heat actually make it to the finals. But with that being said, I do want to say that for all the people that are saying that the bubble ring doesn't count, the bubble is Mickey Mouse and whatever, the Heat, the Lakers, and the Nuggets are all in the Western Conference Finals. all three of those teams were the same three teams that made the conference finals back in the bubble. And if the Celtics win Game 7, that is going to be another team that made the conference finals back in the bubble, meaning that the bubble wasn't a fluke. But with that being said, moving on to the Western Conference, let's talk about the Warriors, man. Is the Warriors dynasty over?
Draymond says it. Draymond says it isn't, but I feel like it kind of is.
It is. I just feel like it is, man.
It's definitely no. I wouldn't say it's over. I feel like it's kind of we're in like
It's dying out.
We're in the second stage of it. It's not as what it used to be. It's definitely not 2016 or 2015, 2016 Steph where he's just like a monster and like Clay who's hitting everything. But I don't think it's necessarily over yet.
I feel like it is. In my opinion, I just feel like it is. I'm gonna rip this team apart. I fucking hate the Warriors, man. Bro, first of all, Game 6 Clay, the most bullshit nickname I've ever heard in my life. Bro shot 3 of 20 from the field last night. 3 of 20.
Father Time might be catching up to him, honestly.
Father Time is catching up with him. Klay Thompson is washed.
Yeah.
He's washed. He's regressing so much, and it's so ironic for Clay to say, I've been looking to play LA for the past 12 years. I've been looking to play the Lakers for the past 12 years. He didn't show up outside of Game 2 where he dropped 30 points.
Yeah.
Every other game he's been dog shit. Every other game.
I literally could not tell you where he was for the rest of the game.
That Game 6 Clay shit is carried by that 2016 game he pulled when they came back down 3-1, where Klay Thompson, of course, went crazy. But outside of that, in a couple other Game 6 games, I think against the Grizzlies and I think against the Raptors one time, outside of those couple of games, that Game 6 Klay shit does not exist. It's the most Mickey Mouse shit I've ever heard. Now let's talk about Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, you suck, bro. See you in Guangdong, bro. Guangdong Tigers.
The worst thing is that, this year, he had career highs in everything. In the regular season, he had career highs. In rebounds and assists, and I think he shot better, too, and he averaged more points. I don't get how did this happen? How did he all of a sudden just vanish?
He vanished, bro. Jordan Poole, get ready to learn to speak Chinese, buddy. Cause
better hope Ice Spice travels there.
Yeah, facts, bro. The whole baddie theory doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't.
Bro, this man.
I still just find it really funny.
This man played against the Lakers and had the best looking women in the world: Kim K, Kendall Jenner, Adele, Zendaya. These great looking women pulled up to the game, and he's putting up donuts. Right, so this man only goes crazy when he sees some mid milk. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
He doesn't go crazy against actual good looking women, but that's just the truth of it, man. Jordan Poole, you suck, bro. Austin Reeves is better. Austin Reeves clears you.
That is a great nickname.
Hillbilly Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
AR-15.
Yeah, Austin Reeves outplayed the hell out of Jordan Poole, and it's not even close.
I'm like, you are white boy.
You are white boy. Yeah, shout out Austin Reeves. Draymond Green, I'm sorry, bro. I understand he's one of the greatest defenders ever. He's a great passer, but bro, you're washed. Draymond Green is fucking washed.
Draymond Green looks like Donkey from Shrek.
Shooting with the backpack as well. God. The backpack jump shot. Bro, can't shoot. You blew an open layup as well. I don't know if you remember Game 4 when Curry missed that mid-range jumper over AD. Draymond got a rebound and could have put it right back up.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder was guarding him. You had the ball, the basket's right there. Lay that bitch in. Why'd you kick it out? You're down 1. You put the ball in the rim. You're up 1. You could have won that game.
It's really reminiscent of the J.R. Smith.
It's the Ben Simmons shit. No, it's the Ben Simmons shit.
Oh right, yeah, the Ben Simmons shit.
Ben Simmons had a wide open layup. He passed it out. That's exactly what happened with Draymond.
You need to remind me. I was.
You were at the game?
I was at that game.
Oh my god.
I was at that game. Everyone was shitting on Ben Simmons. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But also really heartbreaking at the same time.
Yeah, and it's just ironic for the Warriors fans to complain about this team, saying that Curry has no help when this is the same exact team. This is the same exact team that won the championship last year.
You guys have zero right to complain. You guys won 4 championships within the span of 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, you guys are complaining now?
Curry has no help. No.
Boo-hoo. Fucking cry me a river.
Exactly. Curry has no help. No. The other players didn't show up. He
Yeah,
had the same
exactly.
exact help that helped him win a championship
This
last
is
year.
what this is how this is they now have they know how it feels now to for when a player doesn't show up and it's
Mm-hmm.
only one player that's showing up. Because
Exactly.
okay, because I'm saying it right now. In 2015, if Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving don't get hurt, Cavs win that series. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
it. I'm saying it
Yeah.
right now.
And this is the first time I feel like where Curry versus LeBron, the matchup is pretty fair,
The
right?
matchup was fair.
It's
Yeah.
pretty equal, right? And we
Right.
saw what happened.
And it's like
The
Steph wasn't even
Lakers,
playing bad.
yeah, Steph tried his hardest, but
Didn't
I his other players his other
didn't
teammates did not show
show
up.
up. That's just how it
Exactly.
is.
Yeah, and shout out the Lakers, man. The Lakers got a deep squad. I'm gonna say
They
right
do.
now, I think the Lakers are going all the way. I think LeBron's getting his fifth ring, but they're gonna have to go up against the Nuggets. But I'm still not done with the Warriors. The Warriors dynasty is officially over. I don't care what nobody
They,
says. They're
I
fucking
think
done.
I think it's in the waiting stages. I don't think it's done yet. It really all depends on how the team performs next season.
I just feel like the talent that the West has, when you got the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Suns, whatever they're gonna do,
Because
I feel like all those teams are better. I mean, maybe not the Suns, but bro, the Warriors dynasty is finished. I'm so happy LeBron ended it, bro. At least killed him off for this season, because
to be
I'm
fair,
tired of this Curry LeBron debate. It was never a debate to begin with.
people
Curry has
like
always had the advantage, right?
basketball heads will like argue and say it's like, oh, Kawhi ended it because because afterwards like the things that transpired, like
But it's like,
things that
but it's like
transpired.
KD and Clay got injured, right? Kawhi never
Right,
ended it, right? But it's like
right,
this is the first time LeBron played a fully healthy Warriors squad and beat them
yeah,
fairly,
right.
right? And the fact that Warriors fans want to complain and cry about, oh, Curry had no help. No, your players just didn't show up. They got
They didn't
clamped.
show up.
They got fucking clamped. And I'm
They're
just,
full under pressure.
and it's like it's so annoying that the media was trying to push this LeBron versus Curry rivalry when Curry has always played LeBron at an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
When they finally played each other on a fair playing field, we saw what happened. LeBron outplayed the Warriors, man. He took them dubs out. Fuck the Warriors, man. I'm so tired of them. I'm glad that they got eliminated. Shout out Flight Reacts. Yo, did you see Flight Reacts' reaction to the Warriors getting kicked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yo, Flight Deadass said that the Lakers have 7 All-Stars. That's insane. LeBron had no All-Stars this year, by the way. But let's move on to the Suns. The Suns are frauds. Yo, KD, you're a fucking front runner.
Get ready to play in China.
Yeah, get ready to play in China. Same thing with Chris Paul, man. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
There's reports that CP3 and Aiden are gonna be out.
DeAndre Ayton got absolutely destroyed by Jokic. I'm gonna say right now, I forgot to say this. Congrats to Joel Embiid for winning 2023 MVP. He deserved it.
Yeah.
Shout
Thank you.
out him for winning the MVP. I was kind of discussing for Jokic's side, but Embiid deserved it, right? Winning the scoring title, right? Leading the Sixers to 50 plus games. But I'm gonna say right now, while Embiid deserved the MVP, Jokic is the best player in the world. I gotta say that. Did you see what Jokic was doing against the Suns, bro?
Okay.
Dropping
I'll give
triple
him- I'll give him
doubles,
credit.
man.
I'll
He
give
was
him
going
credit, yeah.
insane, bro. Like, this Nuggets team is nasty. And I just feel like when it comes to this team, man, the Nuggets have built a squad around Jokic. 3-point shooting with Michael Porter Jr., a great point guard with Jamal Murray. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is a great two-way wing player. Aaron Gordon's a great power forward. And they got a deep bench. Looking at this Nuggets team, man, I'm not surprised at all that they ran out the Suns. They ran the Suns out the room. And what's the craziest part is, I had the Suns making the finals because they had KD and Booker.
I had the Suns making the finals too. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, damn. KD, bro, you're a front runner. You can't beat a team. You need Steph to win chips, right? And Steph needs
Honestly, yeah.
yeah, you need Steph. You needed the Warriors. You fuck.
Okay. This is the one thing I said when during the KD trade rumors. I said that whoever trades for KD, chances are their future might be like screwed over.
Exactly, because bro, the Suns traded away their entire bench for KD.
Right, exactly.
And every time KD went to the bench, we saw what exactly happened, right? We saw exactly what happened with that consequence, right? Their bench couldn't do shit. Like, Landry Shamet had a cool game. Okay, that's cute, but he couldn't do it again, right?
Yeah.
Like, they have nobody on that squad outside of D-Book and KD, right? DeAndre Ayton's a bitch. He can't play. He's soft as hell. He got exposed.
Our draft comparison was David Robinson and Joel Embiid.
That's insane. He's not even
And
living up to it.
it,
Yo,
it,
we
it was fun because Joel on Twitter when he got drafted and like they showed like his play comparison. He said, "Don't compare me to DeAndre Ayton. I play defense."
yeah, facts. And I'm not gonna lie, is DeAndre Ayton a bust? We should have that conversation.
I don't know.
He
I
might
feel like
he might be in that conversation because bro, you're #1 draft pick.
okay. He's been okay for in terms of just if he were a maybe a mid round pick, he'd be okay. He wouldn't be considered a bust. But because he was the #1 pick and he's putting up only what like 12 points a game,
That's bust material. I'm sorry.
that is bust. That is a bust. Yeah.
Like
I'm
he
sorry.
genuinely might be a bust, and that's the
Yeah.
craziest part. Chris Paul's aging. That father time is catching up to
I
him.
can, like that's understandable. Like Chris Paul, like father time chasing like catching up to him. That's totally understandable because he's old.
He's old,
He's like
man.
he's like
The
36.
Suns, and I'm looking at the Suns roster right now. Their entire bench are free agents this summer, so
Yeah.
they might lose
They got
everybody.
either you do that or you try to re-sign as many people as you can along with some new pieces, or let them walk and maybe get another superstar.
Yeah, Kyrie's gonna be a free agent this year,
Yeah,
so
that's
the
gonna
Suns might get him. But moving on, let's talk about the Lakers, man. The Lakers, man, they got a deep ass squad, and for them to play the Nuggets the next round, yo, I'm gonna say right now, I got Lakers in 6. What about you?
like I think Lakers in 7. I think the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets match up really well.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I agree.
I feel like it really all depends on how AD guards. Well, because AD's guarding Jokic, right? I'm
Mhm.
assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that all depends on that. If Jokic is able to exploit, like whether or not because I know Davis is a very solid defender, but if unless he's able to find a way to basically torch him, then I don't think that the Nuggets can win this series.
I agree. I think.
Because Jokic can put up 30 plus points. I don't think it's gonna be enough, especially because if AD just starts going ham and starts exploiting the Jokic mismatch.
Yeah, and
Then
thing is, Jokic can't play defense, bro. He's not a good defender.
he can.
And
It took people this long to realize it.
yeah,
Too, and
but
it's like
here's the thing,
5 years left.
AD is also, LeBron said it himself, the best defensive player in the league, right? That's up for discussion. I think he is.
That's up for debate, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the better ones, and I just feel like with him guarding Jokic, that definitely will be the biggest factor on who will win the series. Because Jokic is the Nuggets' main playmaker. He's their point center essentially. He's the one making the moves. You give the ball, you dump the ball up to Jokic to the top of the key, and you make a cut to the basket. That's how the Nuggets play, right? And with AD right there, we saw his defensive presence against the Warriors and Grizzlies. He shut them down, right? So with AD's, yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Well, no, continue because what I'm gonna say is gonna talk about the Sixers game tomorrow.
Yeah, with AD overall, man, I've been saying this for a while. When he's healthy, he's one of the best players in the league on both sides of the floor.
Yeah.
And we saw it, man. He clamped up that entire Grizzlies team in that first round. Also, fuck Dylan Brooks. Let's not even talk about him. I've got to mention him, but fuck Dylan Brooks. See you in Guangdong, boy. Get willing to speak Chinese, but
Shanghai Sharks.
Shanghai, bro. Yeah, he also shut down a lot of the Warriors' offense, right?
He did.
He clamped Curry in Game 4 with Curry trying to hit that three, trying to hit that shot over him. He got clamped. Curry got clamped by AD, and I just feel like AD is gonna clamp up Jokic. I feel like Jokic, while he is definitely, in my opinion, the best player in the world and one of the best players in the league, I feel like AD is gonna have a really good time guarding him. Like Jokic is gonna have a hard time getting around that, and the defensive presence that AD has around the rim, people cutting to the rim, it's gonna be hard, man.
Is that Jokic isn't as athletic.
But
As
Jokic is still
he is.
crazy dominant. He destroyed the Suns. I'm not gonna lie, but the Suns are not the Lakers. The Lakers have a great defensive team. Jared Vanderbilt too.
Dude, Jared Vanderbilt is insane. I love watching him.
Yeah, he's a great defender. Even though offensively he's a liability, he can't score for shit. Defensively, bro, Vandel's vault, bro. Lakers in 6. But go ahead.
So going on. Okay, so tomorrow. So we got the game. So the game's tomorrow. Who do you think's winning that?
Oh man, I actually think the Sixers can pull this one out. I think Tatum's gonna pull another choker.
I hate the fact that you're giving me hope right now.
No, I want the bro. I fucking hate the Boston Celtics. Fuck
I
Boston,
hate the
bro.
okay, look. I hate the Celtics too. I've hated the Celtics.
We all
Like
do, man. I just
we
don't
all
like seeing Boston win, and
I hate the
I
Celtics.
think this is Philly's best year. Like
It
for
is.
Joel to win MVP, he has to deliver, man. You know, this is the MVP. He won
Okay,
MVP for a reason.
so that's one thing. But also
The
another thing
pressure's
too,
on him.
other team has to show up as well. Because in game 6, Harden only had 13 points. Everyone else, no one else really got into double digits. Like I know Maxi did, but other than that, that's like 3 people that got into double digits. Tobias, like, yeah, thanks to the 3 points.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like in order for this to happen, like everyone needs to at least have, I'd say at least 10 points, like 10 plus, 10, 15 plus points. I think that's the only way we win.
From who? Maxi?
No, just from like our starting 5 in general.
Oh, yeah. Everybody gotta step up, man.
Yeah,
Tobias
everyone has to
Harris. I don't know
yeah,
what the fuck. I don't know what's up with him. Tobias Harris,
big
man.
goal.
He got to step up too. Tyrese Maxey got to step up. He's a great third option though. I like
I love
his
him,
game's
but
nice, bro. He's nice.
like it's like the meme is just like, oh, how did he fall to 21? Like it's great.
Yeah, yeah. But it's just like for the Sixers to win, Embiid's gonna have to give a monster performance, man. He's gonna have to
Yeah.
go off. Harden's gonna have to be efficient, man. James Harden's a very inefficient player. Even though I love his game, he tends to ball hog and shoot a lot of threes. If he's
But
gonna shoot, he's gonna have to make them, bro. Tyrese
overall,
Maxey's gonna have to step up as well. Their defense as well. Yeah.
but I'd say they still have a chance, but considering the fact that they shattered my hope, I kind of have to say Celtics. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm really
You
hoping
gotta
they can.
believe, bro. You gotta
I'm really
believe.
hoping I'm still holding out hope that they can prove me wrong.
Yeah.
And I think whoever wins this series, I think they're gonna beat the Heat.
Yeah.
So
I
they'll have
feel
a
like
good chance.
I don't know, man. The Heat are such a weird team because it's like, bro, that squad does not look good at all. But it's
Squad
like
really doesn't.
that Coach
But
Spo
they're
is.
getting hot at the right time. That's like
They have
it.
such a good coach, man. He just knows
Yeah,
how to coach people
he does.
correctly, and right. And it's like with Jimmy, man. He just doesn't try in the regular season, but in the playoffs they go try hard. He goes try hard. And that goes for the entire Heat team, right? They're peaking at the right time. And I feel like the Heat is such a dangerous team. Even though I feel like whoever wins the series between Boston and Philly is going to go to the finals, the Heat could surprise us, right?
Honestly, yeah, no, I definitely think that they could.
Yeah. But in my opinion, whoever comes out the West, whether it's the Nuggets or Lakers, I feel like they're going to win a championship. That's just my opinion of it.
Well, let's hope. Let's see what happens. Like,
But I want to see Embiid. But my dream would be Embiid versus Jokic in the finals. Nuggets versus Sixers. That would be insane.
matchup. I
That would
would
be
actually
so fun to
watch
watch. That'd be so fun to watch. Even though I want LeBron to get his 5th championship because I think that's gonna happen this season. Seeing Jokic play Embiid, that would be so fun, man.
That would be really cool to see.
Yeah, but
But I mean, well, we'll see what happens.
yeah, but so far the playoffs have been amazing.
Yep. They
Playoffs
been
have
amazing.
been great
They
to
have
watch. Oh my god, I would say definitely much better than last year's playoffs because there was a lot of blowouts. So yeah, anything else you want to add?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be it for today's episode. We'll be back for next week. We're gonna be uploading these episodes on a week-to-week basis. We're gonna be consistent. Now that it's the summer, man, NBA playoffs is coming toward an end, man. With the Western Eastern Conference Finals are coming up. The finals are gonna be here next month as well. The NBA playoffs are been great, man. So if you're new around here, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.
See ya.